My husband and I spontaneously eloped on the winter solstice. The majority of our family was finally together for the holidays, so we decided to tie the knot. We did a traditional pagan hand fasting and wed in the woods. It was the most magical day of my life. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel if you're new around here. My name is Hannah Hawthorne and I'm Simply Witched. I took a few weeks off for the Yuletide season, and during that time, Colton and I got married. I meant to come back to YouTube last week, but as you can possibly tell by my voice, I have been sick for a couple weeks and I am finally feeling better enough that I can film a video. After our wedding, I shared some pictures on Instagram and a lot of you had questions about hand fasting, so I thought I would make a video explaining what they are and my experience having one. Throughout time, the idea of what a hand fasting is has changed a little bit, but today they're most commonly referred to as pagan weddings. Hand fastings originate in the British Isles and were commonplace from the 12th to 17th century. They were the pre-Christian ritual of marriage before the church got involved. After that period, many places did not recognize marriages that had been formed by mutual consent, meaning that the couple had to receive the blessing and approval of the church prior to getting married. During that time, hand fastings were still done, and specifically done for people who couldn't get the church's approval or didn't want to. Hand fastings are a symbol of unity and equal partnership between two people. They involve tying a couple's hands together with cords or ribbons as they face each other. Vows are typically exchanged and a prayer is said over their hands as they are bound together. This signifies the joining of two lives, and it's where the expression tying the knot comes from. Hand fastings weren't typically some extravagant event, and sometimes they were only done with the two people doing the hand fasting while no one else was watching. This was and is still today an intimate thing to do with someone you love and want to commit your life to. The location of a hand fast wasn't particularly important either. It could be done inside or outdoors, and it was even noted throughout history to take place in establishments such as taverns, orchard, and even on horseback. Though the most common tradition was to take place in the bride's home. Sometimes hand fastings were done as a sort of pre-marriage or to establish the couple was engaged to be married. Sometimes this was done a month before the couple was supposed to marry, but most commonly it was a year and a day. It was basically done to ensure that the couple was ready for the commitment of marriage and to signify that these two people were off the market. Today, hand fasting ceremonies are a little less official, and while they're most common in pagan weddings, they have become popular with many couples because the symbolism and history behind the tradition resonates with so many people. Anyone can do a hand fasting at their wedding, and there are endless ways of doing it. It can be as simple or as ornate as you want it, and it can be as spiritual or as secular as you'd prefer. Ours was very simple. It was just a prayer that I asked the officiant to read as part of the ceremony because we eloped and it was so last minute, but I am going to share it with you. This is not the exact one we read, but it is the one that inspired ours, and my apologies, I don't know where this is from. I have just had this in my grimoire for years because I loved it so much, and I knew that if I got married, I would want to include this. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase down your dreams. These are the hands that will lift your hand and brush your cheek as they raise your face to look into eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, this part really gets me, will still be reaching out for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness, but just a touch. Like I said, this is not the exact thing we used. We did change it to fit us, but if you would like to use this as a template, feel free. And if anyone knows where this prayer is from, please let me know. We just had our officiant read this as our hands were tied together while he explained the meaning of the ceremony, how a hand fasting is two lives coming together. We did our hand fasting in addition to our vows and ring exchange. And after the ceremony, me and my partner did a small ritual and used another wedding blessing from a book of of pagan prayer. We changed this one as well, but it goes as followed. May the blessings of all the world descend on this couple. The blessings from the earth, the blessings of the sky, the blessings of the moving ocean and the never still wind. From the people of stone, blessings. The blessings of plants and animals, of two-legged and four, of 6 and 8. And blessings from the footless ones, from all those that dwell on the earth and in it, and above it may blessings flow. Like I said, this is from a book of pagan prayer, and this is actually what we're reading as part of my Discord book club. If you don't know what Discord is, it's like a chat room and it's a great way to meet like-minded individuals. So if you'd like to join, there's a link down below. There are a few more wedding blessings and prayers in this book if you're looking for inspiration. Plus, here are a few more books I would recommend if you are planning a pagan wedding. And even if you're not getting married, I don't think hand fastings have to be exclusive to weddings. I think anyway. You could have a hand fasting to celebrate moving in together, or even if you're already married, you could use a hand fasting to renew your vows or reestablish your connection to your partner. I believe that a hand fasting symbolizes two lives coming together, and however that manifests for you personally is for you to decide. One thing I want to do is add to our cord as we go through big life changes together, like buying a house or having children. This is the cord that we used for ours, and because we got married on the winter solstice, I just use yuletide colors, but you could use whatever works for you. You could do one color to represent each person to correspond to the time of year you did the hand fasting like we did, or use color correspondences. I love that we did red, green, and white. White for peace, red for passion, and green for strength. Lastly, this can be as ritualistic as you choose. Some people may choose to invoke certain deities during their hand fasting, call the quarters. Again, those book recommendations that I put on the screen will have a lot more ideas for you. This is basically all I'm gonna share because this is obviously such a personal thing to me and my husband. But I hope this video was interesting or helpful to you. Thank you to everyone who left such kind words on my announcement post. I am so happy and just so excited to finally be married to my best friend. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. I will be back next week with another weekly upload, and if there's anything specific you would like to see from me in 2023, let me know. Happy New Year, happy holidays. I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season with your family. To keep up with me between uploads, there's a link down below to join my Discord, to buy my book, and to, my astrology business is open. Last week's video, I announced it, but I am officially open. Thank you to everyone who has already supported me. And if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do that again in the link in the description. That is all I have for you today. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm gonna go take some more cold medicine and watch Gilmore Girls. Until next time, have a magical rest of your day. Blessed be, and goodbye, everyone.